Good morning, gang. Happy Monday morning, at least if you live in 45 states, because around Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, Florida, South Carolina, it still ain't a happy day. And it keeps getting worse for the victims of all of this with the complete lack of effort put out by the Biden-Harris administration. And make no mistake, Kamala Harris is in office right now. She doesn't need to be out campaigning and hobnobbing with Hollywood celebrities and Barack Obama and all his butt buddies and everything like this. We have issues. Yesterday, our illustrious potato-in-chief came out like this was some great deal, and he authorized another 500 troops to go to the hurricane-stricken area. So whether that's North Carolina, primarily, that's where they're sending everybody, northern Georgia, eastern Texas, Tennessee, or wherever. He makes it sound like it's some great thing. Now I'm going to give you this. Official numbers right now show that now Biden has sent 1,500 active duty troops. We have 6,100 National Guardsmen. Mind you, this is amongst 5 states, okay? And 7,000 federal personnel, paper pushers, okay? This is what we've got going on. So you're talking about a total of somewhere around 15,000 troops. This is what is supposed to help, okay? Now I want to give you this. Compared to Katrina, which was basically in one area, okay, New Orleans, roughly the same size population was affected. Katrina had about 2 million people losing power. Helene had about 1.5 million people losing power, okay? And just to give you an idea of what we're talking about here, New Orleans has a population of about 455,000 people. Those are the ones who were trashed during Katrina. Joe has sent a tiny force. Let's give you this, okay? During Katrina, we sent 2,600 Marines under the command of a 2-star general, okay? The Marines haven't been authorized to send a single person yet, okay? The Navy, of course, is kind of nothing. This is inland. But during Katrina, the Navy sent 63 aircraft, including 10 helicopters. How many Navy personnel, how much Navy equipment is being used for Helene? Oh, that would be a big fat 0, okay? You take a look at it. You had the 82nd Airborne Division, a full airborne infantry brigade of the 82nd, a Corps Support Logistics Command of thousands of soldiers, a signal battalion, a combat support hospital, the Army Engineers, okay, and countless other support units sent to New Orleans by George W. Bush after Katrina. Do we have any of that being sent after Helene that covers something like a 2,200-mile swath of area? You know, I mean, this is enormous compared to the size of Katrina. You have more people, let's not say more people displaced, but more people affected because you have subsets of people outside of the immediate area that are affected. Sure, does this affect my area? Yes, okay. You didn't have that so much after Katrina. The support we've gotten from the Biden administration is pathetic. The support we've got from Kamala Harris is pathetic. I mean, it's funny to listen to Kamala Harris bitch about Donald Trump and this hurricane. That, oh, what's he doing? And the photo op that she took the other day where she was standing at a table and helping fill buckets full of supplies and toothpaste and stuff like that. BFD, you're the vice president of the United States and running for the most powerful position in the world. I did the exact same thing standing in my garage last weekend. Nobody was there taking pictures of me. I didn't care. I wasn't doing it for a photo op. I didn't call the press out to see me do it. I just did it. Trump's raised somewhere between his personal donations, which are in the millions, and the funding that he's put together, which are in the tens of millions at this point, for hurricane victims. What have we heard that Kamala Harris or Joe Biden have donated out of their own pocket? Absolutely nothing. She stood around and put a bunch of money or a bunch of tubes of toothpaste into buckets. I don't give a damn. You don't want to help the people. We know this. The support that the federal government has given the United States people is pathetic. It's embarrassing. The people of North Carolina have started telling FEMA, don't bother coming. You're so damn late, you'll just get in our way. We've already figured this all out. We'll do it ourselves. This is the thing. FEMA has the ability to walk into, I don't know, the warehouses at Walmart, the warehouses at Kroger, or something like that, and say, we want everything here on trucks in an hour. And we have the bottomless checkbook to pay for it. Have they done that? No. They've wound up sending $157 million to Lebanon, but we're broke. We can't send any money to the United States citizens. We spent it all on illegals. We can't bother to send personnel. We're too worried that one of Joe's wars might need people to send them to, so we can't do that. So we're more concerned about using our military to protect Israel or to protect Ukraine than we are to protect U.S. citizens. This is what this administration has been. Anybody who votes for this cackling hen needs to have their head examined, because you've figured out how lobotomies work. Because you have to be absolutely brain dead to look at all the things that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have done and think they actually give a rat's ass about the American citizens. We're on our own. Period. Okay? She takes office, and what's going to happen? We'll have troops on the ground in Israel. We'll have troops on the ground in Ukraine. We will be in World War III. We've got another freaking hurricane that's going to hit Florida in a couple of days. What's going to be their response to that one? You know, are we going to send the Girl Scouts or the Boy Scouts because that's all? That's all that we got. She's out there screaming. This idiot sex interview she did the other day, and she's talking about, tell me one law that's written where other people have the decision over men's bodies, right? This is the crap she's, the abortion crap, the only issue that they think is important to American people. I don't know. I think there's a bunch of them. I think like eating and housing might be a good one right now. But the only issue, there aren't any laws that affect men's bodies. Let me enlighten you here, Miss Snowflake. Try the freaking draft. That's one that affects every man's body, because we're told that for your stupid wars, we may have to, the male half of the species, okay, we may have to go put our life on the line to defend your idiotic ideas. There's a law registering for the draft, I'd say affects men's bodies pretty damn well. The chances of dying during an abortion, not so much. The chances of dying in war, pretty freaking high. All right? So yeah, putting our lives at risk for your idiocy, no thanks. This election, the answer is simple. If you do not vote for Trump, you are not an American. I don't give a shit about you at all. I will not do anything to support you if you vote for this witch and then go, I can't do something. I can't afford groceries. I don't give a flip about it. You asked for this shit. If she cheats her way into the White House, if they stop supporting, helping all these people in North Carolina to the point, if North Carolina turns blue this election, I guarantee you it is because of this hurricane, which every single freaking one of us knows was man-made, that was done on purpose to devastate the solid red areas to make sure that we can't get out to vote. I hate to tell you this. Every single red-blooded American will do whatever it takes to keep you as far away from the Oval Office as freaking possible. If that means carrying somebody on our freaking shoulders to get to the polling places, we'll do it. Because Joe Biden is by far the worst president in American history. Jimmy Carter, fortunately for him, got to live long enough to see somebody that was worse. And so he can go to his grave knowing he wasn't the worst president ever. Barack Obama is the one that started all this crap. God help us if we get another puppet president, because God knows Kamala can't think, okay? Another puppet president of Barack Obama's. That man needs to be retired forever. I'd say more. But we need to save this country because our government is not there to help. If you haven't started prepping, if you're new to this channel and you're going, hey, maybe I want to take a look, you look at every damn person in the Southeast right now, and you wonder how many of them might be thinking, would be happy if they had food, medicine, guns, with all the illegals running around raping kids out there. I told you to watch the Michael Flynn video. If they had a location, a bug out location, somewhere to go that was safe. If they had a community, we're giving them the community. Not just us, okay? There's plenty of people helping, okay? But you look at how thankful they are that they have a community of people who can get them the food, the water, the clothing, the power, the everything that they can need, not to live, to survive. Because if it wasn't for all the volunteers, all of you guys, all the people that organized stuff, all the companies that are doing this sort of stuff, they'd be not worried about sending canned food and Benadryl out there. They'd be looking for more body bags because the people would have died of dehydration and starvation. Our government, our federal government, has 100% completely failed us. The people, the ones that pay taxes. When tax time rolls around this year, I think I'm going to write the government a check for $750 and say, if you don't give me services back for it that are equal $750 in 1 year, I'm going to start repossessing stuff. Just like FEMA's telling all these people on money that all they're worth is $750. Our federal government isn't worth 750 cents. We need to take our country back. This hopefully, as devastating as it is, hopefully opened up a bunch of people's eyes and told them the enemy is within. The Second Amendment was written to protect us from our government. Has anybody else realized the Second Amendment? It's getting close to being time to use it because the enemy is our own government. Pinball out.